I've already finished my coffee. I was drinking that a little earlier, but I had to stop and do some things. So I wanted to talk with you real quick about Warfarin and the ketogenic diet. I take Warfarin. This is one of the medications that I take daily, and I also do the ketogenic diet. There have been a lot of questions by people asking me, can I do the ketogenic diet and still, take Warfarin medication? The answer is yes, you can. I have had 2 blood clots. One of these was while I was doing the ketogenic diet. You have to be very careful with the amount of vegetables that you eat on the ketogenic diet, and also you have to make sure that you are consistent with the amount of vegetables that you eat on the ketogenic diet. Now, after I had my blood clot, I did go back to see my doctor for follow-up visits. During that time, I met one doctor that I did see for my follow-up visit, and he had a very strong opinion about the ketogenic diet. He told me that he believed that the ketogenic diet could have caused my blood clot. He didn't seem to be a doctor who favored the ketogenic diet. So he kind of, the way that he talked about the ketogenic diet let me know that he did not favor the diet, and that he felt like my blood clot could have been because of the ketogenic diet. And he did give me points as far as why he, thought that. He just thought that the diet, it was possible for that to happen on the diet. And after speaking with him, I started doing a little more research, and I already knew about having to be consistent with the amount of vegetables and things. And so I also, I started leaning more toward that the possibility my blood clot came because maybe from the ketogenic diet. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I know right before I did have my episode of with the blood clot that my PT and INR had dropped below 2 points. So I mentioned that to my doctor, but my doctor did not seem to think that that was something that was pertinent at the time. So when I met this doctor, and then he mentioned to me that he thought so, then it kind of put me back in the state of mind what I had when I went in to see the doctor, because I started thinking that it could have been the ketogenic diet, it could have been with the amount of vegetables that I was eating, and then with the consistency. I tried to remain consistent with the amount that I ate, and also, did it on a daily basis. I did look at the amount of vegetables that I was eating of certain vegetables, and I cut back on some of those vegetables. While I was in the hospital, I got an updated list from the doctor as far as the type of vegetables that they felt would be easiest to eat for the ketogenic diet. So they gave me an updated list of vegetables, and I eat a lot of the vegetables off of that list. I also let them know that I did eat spinach and kale and different things like that, and I was told that it was okay to eat those vegetables as long as I remained consistent, and I did it on a daily basis. So when you see me on my videos or on my channel, you will always see me eating a large amount of vegetables. And that's because I want my levels to stay the same on my Warfarin, and that's very important. If you're taking Warfarin, it's a sensitive drug. Don't try to adjust this drug out yourself. Make sure that you are, talking with the anticoagulation department. They will give you lots of information. They're very helpful. And also with your doctor. Now, a lot of people, when they go into the doctor, they don't let the doctor know about dietary supplements that they're taking and vitamins and things like that. If you're taking Warfarin, it's very important that you let your doctor know about the dietary supplements that you're taking. Dietary supplements also have, they can affect your Warfarin. It can make your Warfarin where it's not effective, and your blood clots, and you end up getting a blood clot. Or it may be something that you're eating that may make your blood too thin, and then you have the risk of stroke. So as you see, this medication is very, very sensitive, and it's very important that you follow the instructions of your doctor and the anticoagulation department. Warfarin is known as Coumadin. I've heard of Jantoven, and it's a medication that is used to treat and prevent blood clots. It can be affected by your vegetable intake. Vitamin K is what changes the effect of warfarin, and vitamin K is found in vegetables, especially if you're eating vegetables like spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, greens, asparagus, Swiss chard, a lot of the collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens, and green tea, fish oil. Those type of things will affect your warfarin. If you are eating vegetables, like I said, you must be consistent with the amount of vitamin K that you eat daily. You want to keep this consistent. So therefore, your PT and INR stays the same, or it doesn't vary as much, where it's too high or too low, as long as you're being consistent with your vegetables. Men need 120 micrograms of vitamin K daily, and women, we need 90 micrograms of vitamin K daily. So it's important that you do eat vegetables and that you do get vitamin K. But you want to be, like I said, very consistent, because you do need vitamin K and you are taking warfarin. You need to be consistent with your vegetables, and you want to make sure that these things are the same. I'm just explaining to you why it's important to keep these things the same. Talk with your doctor before making changes to your diet or starting any dietary supplements, especially when you get to talk about electrolyte powders and CoQ10 and adding in trace minerals and magnesium and all of these things. Don't just go do this on your own. Make sure you talk to your doctor. Let them know what you're taking as far as dietary supplements. I don't care if it's a vitamin. Let the doctor know the vitamins that you're taking and the types. And that way, once it's entered into the computer, you talk to them in your anticoagulation department. They should probably have this information, or go over this information with them, so that you make sure that you are being safe while doing the keto diet and doing warfarin. And this is with any diet that you're having, any type of things that you're eating. Make sure that you're doing it correctly when you're on this medication. See your doctor if you have like ongoing upset stomach, fever, diarrhea, those type of things. Make sure that you consult your doctor. Now, warfarin, like I said, a lot of people, they just don't tell the doctor when they're taking dietary supplements, and you should. That's why I stress the importance of just not going out and adding in vitamin B12 and magnesium and potassium and different things like that, because you need to, your doctor, add these things in for you. Let them know what you're going to do, especially before starting it. If you're on warfarin, you can call your anticoagulation department. I do that a lot. If I'm getting ready to start a supplement, I will call and ask them, because I have done it before, and I found out by trial and error. I bought a green supplement because I didn't feel like I was eating enough vegetables. At first, I knew I wasn't. And I wanted to take the easier way out, not eat so many vegetables and have a supplement. And then I found out that that supplement was not good for me. So I had to stop taking that supplement immediately. So as I said, make sure you talk to your anticoagulation department about a supplement. You can give them the name of it, and they will give you the information that's necessary to let you know that if this is safe or not for you to use while on the ketogenic diet. Now, you can take some supplements and you're taking a risk. People who take warfarin, or Coumadin as it's also called, you have to have a regular blood test to measure your PT and INR. And if you are taking this medication, you already know this. So if your INR level goes too high, then you're in danger of suffering a dangerous bleed. If it goes too low, then you can at risk for a deadly blood clot or a stroke. So just make sure you maintain your diet as you're supposed to on the ketogenic diet. Some things that you don't want to combine with Warfarin that I saw is soy, multi-herbal supplements, and coenzyme Q10. So those are some things, for a while I was taking a couple of things that I shouldn't have, and was eating certain foods that I shouldn't have. So you make sure that you are doing the correct thing when you are taking warfarin. Make sure you check with your doctor. Let them know the type of foods that you're eating in the anticoagulation department coincide, and take more, take a better positive approach in your health care. Do some research and know kind of what you're talking about when you go in to see your doctor, so that when they start talking with you, that you can understand some of the things. And if you don't understand it, ask them to explain it to you, because that's what they are there for. The risk of bleeding is increased if you take warfarin or Coumadin and you start using things like cranberry, melatonin, certain antioxidants, fish oil, some joint supplements, glucosamine. These are things that could possibly hurt you while taking. Many dangerous interactions could be avoided if you talk to your doctor about your supplements, talk to your anticoagulation, and just remember that one of the biggest problems is adding in dietary supplements and not letting your doctor and the anticoagulation department know first. Make sure that you do let them know, and make sure that you follow the instructions and directions that the doctor gives you for taking your medication. You want to be safe while you're doing this diet, and yet you can do the keto diet and be successful on it while you are taking warfarin. This is Keto Granny saying, I hope I've given you some information that helps you on your journey. And if you have any questions, post them below in the comments, and I'll answer them. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and that way you won't miss any videos that I share. I'll be giving you information as far as how things affect me on the keto diet, and hope that it helps you on your journey too. This is Keto Granny saying, hey, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. If you have enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe box below, and that way you won't miss any videos that I make or share. Thank you.